Zelda Gamer. Hello everybody, my name is Big Dog Dog and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Welcome to a video about Breath of the Wild. A video that I genuinely believe will fundamentally change the way you see this masterpiece of a game. We're not just here to play, we're here to achieve a higher state of being, a state of Hyrulean enlightenment. Look, after sinking, what is it now? Over 400 hours into this game, and believe me, those are rookie numbers for some people. I know. I've seen the forums. I've lurked in the speedrunning discords. There are people out there with thousands of hours who have practically fused with their Switch. But my 400 hours? They weren't just spent wandering, they were hours of dedicated, borderline obsessive research. And in that time, I've come to a realization. A profound, earth-shattering, paradigm-shifting realization that hit me like a guardian beam to the face. It's that this game is basically a giant, beautiful, occasionally infuriating physics sandbox that Nintendo just forgot to label as such. They handed us the keys to a nuclear reactor and told us it was a toaster. They gave us a world governed by a complex, interlocking set of rules. And then they just walked away, trusting us not to figure it all out. And today, we're not just playing it. We're going to break it. We're going to bend its rules, snap its expectations over our knee, and emerge on the other side as demigods of Hyrule. We're going to treat the laws of physics less like laws and more like friendly suggestions. Suggestions we are going to politely but firmly ignore. Because I have compiled a list, a big list, a frankly irresponsible list. My friends are concerned. My family thinks I have a problem. They might be right. This isn't just any list, okay? This is the list. This is the Dead Sea Scrolls of Hylian knowledge. The Rosetta Stone for deciphering the language of absolute ownage. We're talking 145, count them, 1, 4, 5, distinct, game-altering pieces of information. Tips, tricks, glitches, exploits, and just big-brain moments that I desperately wish someone had screamed into my face when I first woke up on the Great Plateau, confused and mostly naked. I remember it vividly. Stumbling out into that sunlight, armed with nothing but a pair of questionable trousers and a tree branch, only to be immediately vaporized by the first bokoblin I saw. That will not be your fate. Not after today. These are the things that separate the people who casually stroll through Hyrule from the people who soar through it, leaving a trail of confused bokoblins and shattered guardians in their wake. We're talking about the difference between climbing a mountain for 10 minutes and launching yourself to the summit in 10 seconds. The difference between fighting a Linnell for your life and farming it for parts like it's a particularly stubborn goat. We're going to cover everything from combat that looks like it's straight out of an action movie to exploration that makes the developers question their life choices. I want a programmer at Nintendo to wake up in a cold sweat one night, thinking about how you just used a metal box, a frozen chicken, and 3 octo balloons to bypass their entire final dungeon. That's the goal. I've spent the hours. I've felt the pain. I've been struck by lightning more times than I care to admit, usually because I forgot I had a giant metal sword on my back. I've fallen off every cliff. I've been frozen, burned, electrocuted, and blown up by my own bombs. I have a PhD in ways to die in Hyrule. Also, you don't have to. Think of me as your Hylian crash test dummy. I've taken all the hits so you can walk away clean. So buckle up, buttercups. Get your notebooks ready or just prepare to have your mind blown because we are about to embark on a journey of pure, unadulterated knowledge. This isn't a walkthrough. This is an ascension. We are peeling back the curtain and looking directly into the game's soul. We're going deep, deeper than you thought possible. We're talking about weapon state manipulation, advanced enemy AI exploits, and movement tech that will make you question the very fabric of space-time. We're going to be turning a simple shield parry into a work of art, A perfectly timed rejection of reality that sends a guardian's laser beam right back where it came from. Making combat a ballet of destruction, where you're not just surviving encounters, you're directing them. You'll be the conductor of an orchestra where the only instruments are swords, arrows, and explosions. And most importantly, using the world itself as your greatest weapon. That boulder, it's a projectile. That metal crate, it's a hammer. That thunderstorm, it's an orbital cannon, and you're about to call in a strike on that entire Bokoblin camp? You think you know how to play Breath of the Wild? Oh, you sweet summer child, you have no idea. You think you're good because you can cook a decent meal and you've found a few dozen Korok seeds? That's adorable. That's like saying you know how to drive because you can operate a tricycle. We're about to get behind the wheel of a Formula One car. By the end of this video, you won't just be saving Zelda. You'll be doing it with so much style and efficiency that Ganon himself will just pack it in and go home. He'll see you coming, flying across Hyrule Field on a stasis-launched raft, and just sigh, put down his malice-infused trident, and start updating his resume, seeking new opportunities in a less demigod-infested kingdom. This is the definitive guide, the magnum opus of Hyrulean domination. This is the video that separates the tourists from the titans, the heroes from the legends. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready, but we're doing it anyway. Take a deep breath. Stretch your fingers. This is going to be a fire hose of information, a tidal wave of technique. This is it, the culmination of hundreds of hours of trial, error, and a whole lot of screaming. Every broken weapon, every game over screen, every accidental cliff dive has led to this moment. We're starting with the absolute fundamentals, the bedrock of becoming an unstoppable force of nature in this game. Because you can't break the rules until you've mastered them. You have to learn to walk before you can fly. Or, more accurately, before you can launch yourself into low orbit with a well-placed bomb. We're starting with combat because, let's be honest, hitting things really, really hard is half the fun. It's the core loop. You see a monster, you hit the monster, you take its stuff. But we're gonna elevate that. We're gonna turn that simple transaction into a brutal, beautiful art form. And our first tip? It's a classic for a reason, but we're going to perfect it. We're going to dissect it, analyze its timing down to the single frame, and rebuild it into the single most powerful tool in your arsenal. Let's dive right in with the absolute cornerstone of stylish combat, the flurry rush. Let's go! Subscribe to Zelda Gamer 7.